Really recent urban legend too. I don't know exactly when it happened, but we're talking past 10 years, right? Point is, these 4 girls watch this creepy video in the style of The Ring, and they call forth the Slender Man. Now they gotta, I don't know, survive it. Pretty much the gist. Lend way to the scary stuff. Now what I liked about this movie is there are some moments where the camera turns and something creepy's there and it goes, bah! But it's never like, oh, something's creepy around the corner, I don't know. Then all of a sudden, hey, so we still getting together for, study group. So I appreciated that. I also really like the fact that for a large majority of this movie, you don't really see Slender Man. You don't get a good look at him anyway. For most of this movie, what you see is a shadow, something moving in the background. Something moves slightly and the other person just bolts. Or maybe you don't see anything at all. Maybe they're just in the woods and your mind's playing tricks on you. I really like that. It does change at the end of the movie, but for the most part, dug it. Also, in true horror movie fashion, as a horror movie should, this movie relies heavily on the sound. If you don't want to be scared in a horror movie, don't close your eyes, close your ears. That's horror movie law. I agree with Eli Roth on that one, and this movie plays to that. A lot of times it's sound effects. It's this weird tree sound effect, which is great. Anytime a movie can take a normal sound like just trees being trees and turn it into something scary, that means after this movie, if you're out camping or something and you just hear the trees, you're gonna be like, but are they trees? Good on this movie for making the audience forever question the sound of trees. This movie is a mental breakdown. Is it really happening or are they just going crazy? I like it when a movie makes you question that. It's like these people could just be going crazy. This must be what going crazy feels like, right? Interesting little footnote here. I like the fact that mythology and urban legends, they're rolling with our civilization. They're rolling with our technology as we've become more technologically advanced. The urban legends have become more technologically advanced. Like Slender Man was never like, ooh, he's from hell or something like that. He was never a demon or a dead guy or a ghost. I always kind of understood it as like this dude might be a fourth dimensional being. That's what new mythology is going to be now and going forward. You kind of see a little bit of that in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The original Legend of Zelda was more akin to medieval lore. You know, you had dragons and creatures you would see in medieval lore. Breath of the Wild, some of those creatures are in it, but they're more technology based. They're machines, they're mechanical. I really like that. Kind of shows how technology and our mythology is blending. It's changing the legends as we go forward. Granted, this is nothing new. Horror movies have done this for a while. But as technology changed, the mythology had to change, and there were some stumbles along the way, sure. I feel like Slender Man's a part of that, and I feel like that's something horror movies are going to have to roll with going forward. Like there's this cell phone segment, which I feel like is a violation of the camera phone, which I feel like is a violation of 50% of people's existence. People live through that camera in their phone. Maybe a separation of reality there, but if this movie can violate that, then ergo they have violated life for some people, which is great. That's what horror movies have to do. Like I said before, the intrigue, mystery, mind games, they all kind of go away at the end. The end I felt overcooked it a little bit, flew a little too close to the sun. I was like, oh, that's the Slender Man, and that's a lot of CGI in a movie with a budget that can clearly sustain it. So I wasn't scared, I wasn't creeped out. I was just like, look at the big CGI thing. The last words uttered in this movie are, quote, you know? Kind of a weird line to leave the audience with. But guys, in the end, I felt Slender Man did his job. You know where the plot's gonna go, and it does go exactly right there in a straight line. This movie's about 4 girls who call the Slender Man, who is now sequentially coming after them. How do you think that's gonna go down? Guess what? You're right. And that's that. I personally enjoyed it. I felt it was a good time, no alcohol required. The biggest bummer is I know for a fact this movie's not going to be playing in theaters by the time Halloween comes out, and Halloween might be a bit too close for this movie to be on Blu-ray by the time Halloween comes around. It'd be a pretty fun Halloween movie to sit around with your friends and watch during Halloween, but we'll see what happens. All right, so Slender Man, have you seen it? What did you think about it? The movie, not the actual Slender Man, unless you've seen the actual Slender Man, in which case, what did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know, and as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.